Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. What's good? It's your girl, Kashelle, aka K Fit, depending on how you know me, where you met me. It's another episode. Lunchtime parlay right now. I want to say good afternoon to everybody who's on a lunch hour, everybody who's out here as a city worker in these city streets taking lunch. Good afternoon. Hello, Jose. How are you? First one on deck. Good afternoon, Jose. Happy to see you. Hope all is well to you. Shout out to Mr. Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Definitely a supporter, union brother, good guy for me, always there. Super helpful and resourceful. Shout out that man. But please make sure you sub to his channel, Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Period. Yes, God. Yes, yes, yes. I'm taking lunch right now. I'm not even going to eat no food, although I have food. I want to talk about this real quick. So, even if you're not in New York City, you've heard about this case, you've heard about this situation. In case you guys didn't pay attention to nothing, let me run this video stream back one more time. One more time. Pay attention to this video. So pay attention to this video. Good afternoon, Third World Colombian. I will be trying to do my best to catch your stream at 5:30 today or 5:30 tomorrow. I'm on your mind. You're on my mind. We connected. Boom. There it goes. Y'all just saw it. Bronx grandmother stabs 7-year-old child. I can't show my video. I would love to show my video, but my light quality is horrible. But if I don't look bad, I'll stick with my video. How do I look? I feel like the quality sucks for my video right now. I don't really seem that bright, but it's all good in the hood. I can turn my camera off, whatever y'all prefer. But let's get into this. It's my lunch break. I'm at work, and this has been heavily on my mind. Shout out to the chat again. What's going on in the world right now? Whoever hasn't seen this article, hasn't whoever doesn't have a TV, hasn't seen this article, is the only way you don't know what's going on in the world. But a couple days ago, a 7-year-old girl was stabbed by her grandmother in the Bronx, New York. As you guys all know, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York. I went to school in the Bronx, New York. And it's really crazy. You guys know I work in the city. I'm a city worker. I see a lot of crime. I always talk about that. Um, I just cannot get over this case. What the hell is going on in New York City in 2023 when this is what's happening to family members and children? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Have you guys seen this? Have you not seen it? Let me know. Right now, I'm gonna share my screen real quick just to show you guys a little quick recap of it. I look fine. Great. I'm gonna keep my camera on. I'm gonna show you guys a little recap of it in case you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. One moment, guys. Take a look at this right here. So, Bronx grandmother charged with stabbing 7-year-old granddaughter. We're not gonna get into the real, details of the specifics, but just to take a look at this. Bronx grandmother charged with stabbing 7-year-old granddaughter. The stabbing, which took place early Tuesday in the Morrisania neighborhood, left the girl in critical but stable condition, police said on Wednesday. The woman is Marissa Yager, 65, charged with attempted murder, attempted manslaughter, assault, from possession of a weapon, and endangering the welfare of a child, according to a New York Police Department spokeswoman. And we're going to leave it right there. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now because this is just fucking horrifying. This is crazy. Has anyone seen this video, heard about this on the blogs, the news, the post, the paper? What world do we live in 2023 when grandmothers are doing things like this? Is this another case of mental health and wellness? Is this a case of generational curses? Is this a case of bad parenting? Is this a case of greed, hatred? Who knows? Honestly speaking, there is no explanation to explain anything that happens to a 7-year-old girl by the hands of her grandmother. Yes, mental health can explain things. One moment, guys. Just got a phone call. So sorry about that. Thank you. Sorry about that. I got family in New York from Virginia area, and families here. We're trying to connect and go out and do stuff tonight. That's what that was call was about. Sorry about that. But yes, what do you guys think about this situation? I think it's so insane. I think it's so sad, so scary. It's just ridiculous to know that a grandparent can do this to a grandchild. I have no idea what the back information is on this. I'm not researching this case. I saw what everybody saw in the news. It's just sad. It's horrific. Grandparents supposed to be able to teach children wisdom and things that these new grandparents don't know. But it's a different world. In 2023, grandmothers are now 35, 29, 40 years old. There's no more big mamas with the apron. There's no more 65, 75, 85, 94, 5-year-old grandmoms. Grandmas got BBLs. They got lace fronts. They got eyelashes. They living their best life. They're in the club. They're at NBA All-Star Weekend. They popping bottles. These are not the grandmas we had back in the day. Now, mind you, allegedly, this grandma is an elderly grandma. She's in her 50s or 60s, but it's heart wrenching, gut wrenching for all of us to understand what the fuck happened in that apartment. Why would this grandmother do that? Little girl like an innocent 7-year-old girl. Yeah, we know kids are grown. They got slick mouths. They got smart mouths. They bad sometimes. But at the end of the day, it's just like, does anyone deserve that? Let alone a child, a 7-year-old child that can't defend themselves, him or herself, to protect him or herself. Where are the parents at? This is such a tragedy. This is so traumatic. I can't believe a little girl went through this type of violence by a loved one, but we do hear about domestic violence and, children, brothers, sisters, mothers. We do hear about it, but it's innocent. A 7-year-old girl, like, what was on this lady's mind? I'm just hoping this ends up being a mental health case because if not, there's no justification for why this lady did that. None at all. Absolutely none. So for me, it's just sad. It's super duper sad. I hope this little girl pulls out of it. I heard they said stable, critical but stable. I'm wondering what the parents are thinking. I want to know the real backstory. I want to know what really happened because nothing is justifiable for why this girl, was hurt that way by the hands of her grandma. So what do you think about it? Some of you guys said, this is insane. Can you relate? Have you heard about this in your area, wherever you live at? Have you read the article? Have you heard on the news? Have you seen it on the blogs? Like, what is your take on this besides saying it's insane? Like, what do you think parents should do? What do you think families can do to prevent things like this from happening? Like, what is their realistic goal? We can't just scream mental health, mental health, mental health all the time. Everything is not a mental health situation. So what can we do? What is realistically an option? Is it all about who can be a parent, who's not a good parent from a bad parent? Like, what's the bigger objective of all this? Let's think about that. Let's put some in this because that's how I look at this. Innocent, straight innocent at 7. You're still learning so much. Yeah, there's the smart mouth kids, there's the bad kids, there's the sneaky kids, but what justifies a 7-year-old being stabbed? Nothing. Only mental health awareness or mental health, and even then, it's like, you ain't mentally healthy crazy all the time. It's just so 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 sad, and definitely wanted to take a moment to pay respects to the girl's family, the little girl. I'm hoping and praying for a safe, speedy recovery. I'm hoping and praying, for the family to deal with this trauma. This is definitely going to be traumatic. This is definitely going to be something that the little girl probably will have nightmares about going forward, maybe be afraid of certain individuals that look a certain kind of way. Like, there's so much trauma for this little girl, when she pulls out of this. It's just freaking crazy. Like, who doesn't love their grandma? Most of us was raised by a grandma. If our parents were on drugs or if our parents were absent, we were raised with a grandma or a grandpa. What the hell? We can't continue to blame the pandemic for why people are acting the way they're acting. So what justifies this? What the hell happened? Yes, looking at some comments in the chat right now, I want to just highlight some comments in the chat from a few of the participants that are here. On comment Central, Jose Negron says, this is insane. This is so insane. And it really is. There's nothing to justify why this is acceptable at any point. It's not. Again, another comment from Jose Negron, I can't imagine the trauma that girl is dealing with. Absolutely. It's so sickening. Or the family, the family's going to be at odds with picking sides. Who was right? Who was wrong? Where was this person? Where was that person? Like, it's a pickle. It's such a pickle. What do you do? What is the solution for this? It's so sad. It really is so sad. But at the end of the day, Whatever doesn't kill us mentally, physically makes us stronger. And that'll be a testimony for this little 7 year old girl. She'll come out super strong, stronger than she's ever thought. And she may have, issues with family and loved ones. She may not want to be close to people. She may not want to spend the night at people's houses. It's so, so sad. My condolences to the family, the little girl, her parents. I hope there's some justice brought to this case when it gets to that phase of life. And I have no words for it. That's why I wanted to do a stream one to see what other people thought. I'm like totally speechless. There's nothing I can say or do to justify why this is looking the way it's looking. So for me, it's just like it just makes no damn sense. So I see you guys in the chat saying the same thing. It just makes no sense. This is just crazy. My condolences. That's all I can say. If anybody has any other commentary, please let me know. Feel free to jump on the panel if you feel like something you want to do. Ask for an invite. I'll drop the link. Just let me know. I'm not gonna throw it out there without someone confirming first, because you don't want no wacko jumping up here with me. But sad case. The news is getting worse and worse every day. I thought the little boy on the J train at Williamsburg was enough. He died. That was horrific. But subway surfers. But just gets worse every day. It gets worse. Nothing is shocking. Nothing is too unbelievable. Nothing is just anything that you hear in the news. Anything that someone says is in a paper. You can't even question anymore. Like anything that's possible. Like the world is just crazy right now. Crazy, 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 crazy. So that's what I wanted to do, guys. I wanted to jump in this conversation. I thought this was crazy. Again, big shout outs to Uncommon Sense with Jose and the Grown. Big shout outs to Third World Colombian. This is life now, 2023. Grandmas are stabbing up little baby grandkids. And no wonder why some of us got trust issues. No wonder why some of us don't want to have kids, or if we got kids, we don't want to leave with certain people, because you really can't trust anybody. Just because someone is family, just because they love you, doesn't mean they have your best interest. Doesn't mean that they can't be, not trusted, like, or can't be trusted. It's just this is why we got trust issues now. It's just so sad. I don't really have much more to say regarding this conversation or this topic. I just see this information and this video everywhere, all over, and it's just super sad. It really is. I just really hope this little girl pulls out of this strongly, safely. Um, no doubt, understood for sure. Can't even trust your own family. You're not even safe with your own family. Who can you confide in or trust? Exactly, like therapy, your journal, your blog, your YouTube channel, your outlet. You know, a lot of us have more faith in our friendships and our family because we already know what family is gonna serve up on a dish. A lot of us definitely go to those friends who we feel are more family oriented than friend oriented because we already know the kind of dish our family is gonna serve. Thank you, Jose, for saying that. You'll block the crazy people from joining the panel in the chat. All right, so with that said, I'm going to definitely throw that link out there, and if Jose got my back, anybody who want to jump in could jump in, and anybody say anything crazy, he got the fireworks to block y'all. What do y'all think about this? Let me know. I'm very interested to know what y'all think about this. This has been on my mind like the whole weekend. It happened on the 21st, and trauma happens a lot. Violence, crime happens a lot, and yeah, you can't always do something about it 24/7. Not all the time. You can't always do something about it. But when it hits close to home like this, what do you do? Like Third World Columbia says, you find therapy, you find an outlet, whether that be you running track, you getting in the gym, you know what I'm saying, creating a podcast, you writing a journal, you writing movies or books or stories or songs, you writing poetry, whatever it is to get your brain, I guess. But even that doesn't even sound realistic. Like there's no amount of distractions to make someone forget what they're going through in this type of situation, right? Because this is hella traumatic. You'll have nightmares about this. You'll daydream about this. It'll be forever remembered because it's all over social media and everything like that. So it's kind of hard to forget or move on past certain things like this when we see copycats and we see things get worse and worse over time. It's just really, like Uncommon Sister Jose Negron says, the only thing you do is trust in God. For those people that don't believe in God or who are not religious or just spiritual, you're going to all find an outlet, Some of you guys know I was molested as a child, by someone who knew my family. And it was traumatic for me to be fearful of what would happen if I told my family what this man did to me that everyone knew. It was traumatic for me to think about, how would this impact my family? How would it impact me? You know, um, What do I do with this information? What happens if someone gets arrested? What happens if I go to one to jail? What if I lose my parents behind this? Like as a kid, you don't have the right common sense of mind to break down and understand everything. Sometimes the fear gets in the way of that, and all you think about is, no, I can't because my mom's gonna get in trouble, or my dad's gonna get in trouble, or I'm gonna get moved to a new home, or like you think about all the things you're not supposed to because your brain is not mentally mature to deal with all of that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like a 7 year old to a 15-year old to a 30-year old, the mindset is different. How we think, breathe, operate, and all of that is different. Wanted to continue to highlight some comments in the chat. I see Third World Colombian says this is why kids nowadays don't respect for older people because people likely they've been harmed or hurt by older people that's supposed to make sure they're safe. Absolutely. Yep, we all had a time frame in our life when we went to somebody's house that babysat us, whether it was a neighbor, a cousin, a friend, or whatever the case is. And sometimes when we went to that person to be babysat, it didn't go well. We got hit, we got teased, we got attacked, or we got punished, or we were embarrassed or belittled, or the house wasn't the best condition. It didn't smell good. There was no food there, but it's what we had to deal with because of what we were going through at the time. Everyone's been through that situation. You have to go to somebody's house because your parents have to do something, or you had to do something because your parents were unavailable. You had to be with some relatives or cousins or family members or friends that you didn't really want to be around. Didn't necessarily really like them. It was a situation where you didn't have a voice. You had to do what you was told, and that was it. There was no talk back. There was no nothing more than that. Hi, Golden. So that's the real drift of it. Sometimes you have no control. You got to make your way, which is why some people, they say become lesbians or gay because they were taken advantage of as a child and their mind wasn't able to process it. So, things just went left and these people just decided to do what they did because they didn't know how to deal with the trauma. They didn't know how to deal with the frustration. They didn't know how to, ask for help. They didn't know how to, get help. They didn't know how to not be fearful of what's going to happen once I ask for help. They didn't know how to get through those things, and therapy ain't for everybody. So while therapy may be great for me, Jose may hate it. Third World may hate it. Golden may hate it. So what do you do? What do you realistically do? I'm like sweating under the piss and everything for no reason. It is hot in my office. It's just so sad to know that in 2023, your kids ain't even safe with the grandparents. The grandparents are creating the smoke. Not all, but some. And this is really happening. Woosah. I personally don't let people watch my kids. There's personally many people in my family who have not babysat my daughter, who have not spent the nights at my house. And I'm not coming at a specific individual in my house or in my family, but it's just what it is. You can't trust people with our kids. Our kids are sacred. Like you can't invite people to your house. Some people want to come and touch stuff and steal stuff or beg and borrow for stuff. You gotta have your comfort space. You gotta have your zone. You gotta have, that area in life where you don't have to question someone when you're around them. If you gotta question something when you're around someone all the time, all the time, all the time, it ain't the best thing for you. It is really not the best thing. And to think how much respect a 7 year old may have for their grandmother, grandfather, they're so innocent. They have no idea their grandmother or grandfather would do this for them. We got the same token. We know mothers and fathers and grandparents and aunts and uncles abuse children all the time. Somebody's on the news, somebody's not on the news, but god damn. Definitely praying for this little 7 year old girl speedy recovery. This grandmother, this bitch gotta burn. I'm sorry. There's nothing she can say to justify why she stabbed her granddaughter. Nothing. Zero. Blank. Boom. Nothing. Nothing at all. Hey, Irby, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love. It's just so sad. I can't believe, I can't imagine my mother hurting my kids or anybody's mother hurting their grandkids. So to know this is happening so close to home in the Bronx where I work at in New York City, and they say the Bronx is trash. Shit like this makes the Bronx really look like trash. Like, what the fuck was this grandmother smoking? Dust, crack, dope, coke. What was it? What was it? Is she complaining? Is she pleading insanity right now, mentally sane? Like, how could she do this? Things that make you go, hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because as we all sit here in this chat and talk and verse with each other back and forth, shout out to the chat. Y'all showing me love. Shout out to Uncommon Sister Jose and Grown, Golden Goddess, The Royal Colombian, Irby Fatal. Hope I'm not missing anyone. Golden, Irby, Uncommon Sense, Third War. Shout out for y'all coming through, pulling off me on y'all lunch break. I understand y'all, some of y'all at work, y'all can't move around and do much. I'm at work too. I ain't even eat no lunch yet, so I understand what it is. Yes. What time is Multi's live, Golden? I'll definitely will come through tonight. Yeah, Jose says, this child is gonna have some major trust issues. Absolutely. She's gonna second guess, third guess everyone all the time. Everyone's gonna be getting a side eye from her when they pull up. She's probably gonna be distant or, become antisocial or closed off after this. And she's in her right to. Her emotions, her trust, her feelings, they've been all jacked up right now by someone who's supposed to love her unconditionally no matter what. And that did not happen. But as you guys all know, I was taken advantage of as a child. It happens. It happens. It's always the people closest to us, it seems, that hurt us the most, that hurt us the worst. I would have never expected my mom's boyfriend to take advantage of me at 12 or 11, but it happened. My mom was taken advantage of by people in the family, people that were directly close kin, and it was a what happens in this house stays in this house kind of situation. If you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So shit happens, but it's just so horrific. The welfare days of BCW that are now called AC are supposed to protect these children. But this sounds like this is not an abuse case. It sounds like a case where the grandmother just snapped. So that's it. That's all for me, guys. Thank you guys for pulling up on this short stream. It's 10:30 Eastern Time, Golden. All right, I'm gonna do my best to be there and pop up and pull up because tomorrow ain't got no work, so I got no reason to go to bed early. Although my house is a mess, I have all this construction going on. I'm gonna make sure I'm following her. Can you throw her name in the chat? Her matter of fact, I'm gonna look at your subscribers and just find her mostly on your page. I'm gonna look through your subs and I'm gonna just find her, make sure I'm sub to her, and I could just post notification on for her. But yeah, guys, I'm at lunch and you guys are too. That's it. That's all for me for today. Catch me tonight. I'm gonna definitely pop on the Golden Spears and hopefully I can meet up with Golden and Multi and see what she's talking about tonight at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, so I can get the female followers and love and crew. Multiracial movement. I'm gonna take a picture of that right now from my phone so I can make sure I got her. Yep, boom, I got that. So this is my little water tea because yeah, it is like that. It's so sad. I'm praying for this little girl, hoping her parents, her mom, her dad, everyone who really actually unconditionally loves this girl is there for her to give her the support she needs so she can get through this recovery and this traumatic phase of her life at 7, so young, so innocent. Prayers out for her. But I want you guys to have a great day, a great lunch. Happy weekend. Definitely join my panel tomorrow night at 8. I'm doing Wild Woman Cheat. I'm doing an open panel for people to chum in and jump in and throw their tea on Wild Woman Cheat. And the following week, I'm going to talk about why men cheat. Then after that, we're going to have the open panel about why the men cheat. So we're going to get into all this juice in this tea because that's what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear all of that juice in that tea. But that's it. That's all for me. As I said, I'm on lunch and I want to get outside, get some fresh air. This is my fake juice, fake liquor tea. It's just water though. Ain't no liquor, no juice in it, just water. But that's it. That's all for me. So hit post notification on for my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to see your girl doing things. Thank you guys for supporting the shorts and the reels. Really love and appreciate that. Again, to my whole squad that showed me so much love here. Make sure you like and subscribe to Golden Goddess. She got mass subscriptions already. Shout out to the World Colombian. He got mass subs already. Shout out to Uncommon Sense. Everybody here got more subs than me, so they all trying to help me get to where they are, and I respect them, and I like them, and they give me love. So thank you guys for sharing your lunch break with me. I was really stressed about this 7-year-old girl stressed about her mom, her grandma, so I wanted to talk about this. And I understand everybody kind of like busy; they can't jump in. It's cool because I've been MIA a little bit, but make sure you hit the notification for all of my videos, whether it's a hair video, a makeup video, a fitness video, a lunchtime parlay, a short or whatever. Make sure you give me that love. I'll give it right back to you. And that's it for me. So again, Third World Columbia, I'm definitely seeing you tomorrow at 5:30 at For the Records TV. I'll definitely sub to your channel. And I want you guys to all have a great day. Enjoy the weather if it's nice outside wherever you are. And all we got is us. I guess we're gonna have to just do the best we can and just stay positive and stay welcomed and humble, and I guess, we're going to deal with these issues as they come. But that's it. That's all for me, guys. Thank you guys for coming through. I'm about to step out, get some fresh air, stretch my legs. I've been in this office for like a whole day so far from 8:30 to 1. So I'm definitely going outside, get some air. You know what I'm saying? I've been here long enough. And shout out to everybody that's really on the love. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all congratulating me on my new promotion, my new job, all of that. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Peace out. One love. I will catch up with you guys soon. Later, alligators. Thanks for the love. Bye, y'all.